What's up, fam? This your boy Cut to the Chase TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you Negroes today. Chicago rapper OBlock Munna was shot and killed outside of a bar alongside his best friend Youngin. And the moment the news hit the internet, everybody's acting surprised. Everybody's shocked. They saying how Munna changed. He turned into religion, so he's the last person they thought would get his life taken. I'm not one of those people. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised, because to be honest with you guys, that's the way his life was supposed to end. Anytime you engage in gang culture, anytime you repping a set, anytime you got ops, I'm not gonna act surprised when you get taken out. See, that's the problem with these gang members. They gotta understand, once you give your life to a gang, once you dedicate your life to the trenches, you can't do ordinary stuff. You can't go to the bar and have a great time, sip a little drink, leave with the honeys, and go back to your spot and have a great time. When you dedicate your life to a gang, you can't go out to a movie. You can't go to a birthday party, because time and time again, ever since I've been doing this channel, I've been documenting gang members and street niggas getting taken out left and right. And every time it happens, society puts on the front. Society has that fake outrage. Everybody start preaching. Everybody start asking what's wrong with black men. We need to do better. Hell no. Let's be Pacific. Say it with your chest. The gang members need to do better. And I blame us for that, because we don't keep it real with the young people. We don't keep it real with street dudes, because everybody loves the redemption story. Everybody loves a criminal that turned out to be on the straight path. But I'm gonna be honest with you young dudes. The streets don't always allow you to have redemption. You can have a totally different mindset than you was when you was gangbanging. You can say, I'm gonna take care of my family, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna give some toys away, I'm gonna try to right my wrong. But if the streets ain't ready to forgive you, then they won't forgive you, because you always a target. If you ever gangbang, if you ever rolled on the ops, if you ever mocked somebody dead, homie, just because you say you turned your life around, that don't mean they turned their life around. Just because you say I no longer have ops, that don't mean they feel the same way about your ass. So we need to start being honest with these dudes, because every time I get on this YouTube, every time I document a story, and I do stories about drill rappers, gang members getting taken out, every time they get shot and killed, they trying to do some ordinary stuff. And we gotta say this: if you a gang member, you can't do ordinary stuff. You can't go to the bar, you can't go to a birthday party, you can't go to a gender reveal, because you know your life is on edge. You know your life is in harm's way every time you step out the house. And gang members know that. Real street dudes know that. And I think that what happened to Munna. You kind of got relaxed. You let your guard down. You decided to go to a bar, had a couple of drinks, see some fine ass women there, and you was like, damn, my ops, ain't nobody here. I'm on the other side of town. Let me get my groove on. Let me get my two-step. And meanwhile, you was being tracked. You was being stalked. And they came and finished you. And I hate that it happened. But anyway, guys, I'm going to play this news clip because they broke it down beautifully. And I'm going to come back and talk about this, because what happens next is shocking. Let's go.
Just out of Edgewater. An overnight shooting has left 2 people dead. There's another individual hurt. Asal is at the scene. Asal resides. She's at Broadway near Rosemont Avenue, gathering all the details for us as everything unfolds. Asal.
Yeah, Suzanne, we just watched police pick up dozens of evidence markers before they cleaned the scene here, and the fire department just showed up. They are washing off the sidewalk, as we see them often do after crime scenes are cleared up. We heard on police scanner radio that the shooting happened at this place called Pork Chop right here. Online it says they're a restaurant and jazz lounge. We're told the victims were standing right here on the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting.
Now let's stop it right there. They said the shooting happened at some type of lounge jazz restaurant called Pork Chop. And I'm looking at the place. I went on my Google Maps. It's some hole in the wall club. So if you Munna, you know you got a name. You know you a big time member, and you know your life is in harm's way. Why would you take that risk? Is the risk really worth the reward? Yes, you can have a great time at Pork Chop. Yes, you might can bag a woman. You might have a great time with your homies. But the risk is you might also get your ass killed too. So you gotta weigh the options. That's the life you chose when you a gang member and you got street cred, you king op. You gotta live a life of paranoia. Everywhere you go, you gotta look over your shoulder. You gotta share your location with your homies. You gotta have a whole bunch of people with you. You just can't run to the store. You just can't go to the bar, especially not no hole in the wall joint. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not even a gang member, but this is my mindset. This is my motto with life. If I go to a club, a restaurant, a bar, and I'm standing in line, and the people in front of me is not getting checked for weapons, they ain't got the winding them down, make sure they get past the metal detector, I'm turning around. Because I don't feel safe. Bullshit you not. I was with my girl. We went to the club downtown. I'm standing in line with her. I didn't see nobody get wand. I didn't see nobody get checked. I grabbed my girl hand. I said, I'm turning away. She's like, why we can't go in there? I said, they not even checking people. Anybody can get in this spot with a weapon, with a strap. I'm not trying to get caught in the crossfire. I'm good. And I turned around and we went home. Now, she was mad at me, but I think I potentially saved both of our lives. I'm just being real with you guys on that. Call it scary. I call it being cautious. Let's go.
Look at this video we have of the scene. At least 40 evidence markers on the street here in the shooting's aftermath. Police say gunshots rang out just before 1:30 this morning. This is on Broadway between Devon and Rosemont Avenue. Right now, police say they don't know what led up to this shooting. When they arrived, they say they found 3 people shot and none of the victims could give them any information. We're told a 28-year-old and a 31-year-old man were both shot and pronounced dead at nearby hospitals. A 36-year-old man was also shot and taken to Evanston Hospital, where he was in fair condition at last check.
You guys are getting a person shot in the 24th District, Broadway and Rosemont and Broadway. Caller says a male shot in the back. Offenders ran away. Caller says that the shooting was at the Club Pork Chop.
Club Pork Chop. Standing outside. That don't even seem like a spot I even want to visit. You're standing outside. You talking to your homies. Everybody know you're Munna Duke. Your face is all over the internet. You a big time member from OBlock. Dude, I get it. You let your guard down. Had a couple of drinks in your system. That's why you shouldn't even be drinking liquor. If you got enemies, you can't afford to be off point. You can't afford to relax. Drinking liquor, partying at the bar, that's for ordinary people. People who ain't got ops. People who ain't a member. People who face ain't all over the internet. I can do that, but you can't. You get what I'm saying? And I pray for Munna Duke family. I hate it happened to him because it seemed like he was kind of changing his life around. He wasn't really with all the dissing. And in case you guys don't know who Munna Duke is, that's the dude from OBlock who once Lil Durk brother D-Thing died. He started dating D-Thing baby mama and he got her pregnant and they just had a child together. That's Munna Duke. So yeah, man, he went out the sad way, man. But damn.
And Suzanne, we heard on police scanner radio that the shooter was captured on City Pod cameras and was possibly driving a stolen car. Detectives still looking for that suspect this morning. They say so far they've made no arrests. I'm live in Edgewater. Asal Rezai, CBS News, Chicago.
Thanks so much, Asal.
Now you see that? The news reporter states the shooting was caught on camera and the suspect potentially used a stolen vehicle. Duh! That's what they do. If you go slide, you gotta do it in a stolo. You can't slide in a car that's registered to you. You can't slide in a rental car. You gotta slide in a stolen vehicle that you can abandon and possibly burn once you get the deed done. So it's no surprise that they slid in a stolen vehicle. That tells us nothing. But anyway, a witness was at the bar and she spoke out on Facebook. It's a mom that says her daughter was at the bar, and listen to what she said her daughter told her about the shooting. Listen to this. Boom! This is what she posted. Thanking God for protecting my baby and her friends last night. They were at this bar and had just got to their vehicle, stating that they saw the ninja just pacing around outside of the bar with the ski mask on. I asked her, why didn't y'all just leave when y'all saw that? She said, Ma, I didn't think anything of it because there were ninjas inside of the bar with ski masks on too. That ain't shiesty. I don't trust nobody wearing a shiesty. If you walking behind me, you got a shiesty on. If you walking by me, you got a shiesty on. I'm turning all the way around. I'm nervous as hell of that shiesty. We need to ban the shiesty. I know everybody was up in their feeling, man. Why they want to ban the shiesty? I don't want to be walking and some nigga wearing the shiesties behind me. I don't know who he is. All I see is eyes. And she said It was a dude pacing around the bar outside wearing the shiesty, but she said she didn't think nothing of it because it was niggas inside the bar with shiesties on. I'm like, bruh, why would you be in a club when niggas got a shiesty on the dance floor? Man, that don't even seem like someplace I want to be. But let's continue reading. Like, who the F allows that? I said, make that your last time going to that bar, because what the F? So the guys walk out, the gunman starts shooting them. The boys running towards my daughter's friend car. One of the bullets hit the car. None of them were hurt by the grace of God, and then one of them collapsed right in front of her vehicle and dies. Hashtag stay alert. Hashtag stay prayed up. Hashtag it's a cold world out here. How about stop gangbanging? See, we got all these hashtags. It's a cold world, stay prayed up. How about stop gangbanging? How about say no to gangs? How about not having ops? How about not dissing the dads? How about being more careful about who you associate with? If I got a homie and he online, he dissing the dead, he got too many enemies, I should be able to look at my homie and say, hey bro, I love you, I grew up with you, but I gotta back away from you because you got too many enemies, you got too much shit going on. How can we normalize that? Because sometimes dudes get caught in the crossfire just by who you know. And the streets must understand, you can do everything right. You can be a family man. You can be working on your music career. You can be giving toys to little kids. But if you associate with a nigga that's dissing the ops, making rap music about other people, it's a possibility you might meet your demise based on what he do. So we need to normalize telling our friends, hey bro, you too hot. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to go to the club with you. I'm not trying to lose my life. I love you. I'll ride for you. But I don't want them type of problems. I got other things on my mind. I got other goals. I'm not trying to be the king gang member. I'm too old for that, right? That's what we need to normalize. We got to start calling it what it is. Now, RIP to Munna Duke, but you are a gang member. You do got street cred. You are a well-known face. So sometimes your friends got to stop your homies from doing stupid stuff. Hey, man, let's go to the bar. We finna go to Club Pork Chop. We finna get some liquor. We finna drink. Sometimes as a friend, you got to say, nigga, you tripping. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows me. Yes, we're going to the opposite side of town, but we can't be caught lacking at no Club Pork Chop. Hell no. This the life we live. This the life we chose. If we want a club, if we want a party, we want to pick up the honeys, we got to move to a whole different state. That's the mindset you need to have. Because ain't no way in hell I'm going to have a name. I'm going to be a known gang member. Some of my homies done did some dirt in the streets. And I'm going to get caught lacking across town at a damn club called Pork Chop. Hell no. This is crazy. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts about this whole situation. RIP Munna Duke. I want to send my condolences to his family. And I also want to send my condolences to his baby mom. 2 baby daddies shot and killed in 5 years. First it was D-Thang, which is Dirk brother, and now Munna Duke was shot and killed. We gotta pray for her, man. That's tough. Now you got 2 fatherless children you trying to raise up as a single mom, man. Man, y'all pray, man. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. Share this video. Give me a like. I love you guys. Peace.